Well, just a bonus video here. If you ever hear us referring to dinosaur eggs, this is what we're referring to. Just laid one then. They're really getting into it this year. They don't want to get caught short again like last year season. Alright, it's one more stage to this dinosaur egg laying. Putting the shell on. Got a machine for everything these days. There she goes. Ready to be hatched. So that's how they wrap the eggs. Put the shell on the egg. Tip it over. Let it incubate. And then it'll hatch it later on. There you go, wrapping. Keeps driving away from me. Doesn't want to be on camera. They're very shy, these dinosaurs. So he's got one in there, and then he picks another one up while he's wrapping.
Bit of thought went into that.
Yeah. It's got like a magazine of plastic in there, so you can put a new roller on. Load another one.
Hi everyone. As growing season is fully on the way and all our herbs are starting to really take off, I thought it was about time. Started drying them, and that's the easy part. How are we going to package them to sell them? Not quite sure. So I bought one of these. A vacuum food sealer. I have never ever used one of these before. I have no idea how it works. I got extra refills because I'm sure I'm going to stuff it up somewhere along the line. And I've got some dried rose petals to experiment with. So let's give it a go. Alright, so I got this from good old Kmart. Australians will know exactly what I'm on about. Everybody else, you probably have no idea. It's just a shop where you can pretty much buy anything. Alright, so quite slim. Let's see if we can get this working and doing what it needs to do. Okay, I think for the first time in my life I've actually reading the instructions, and I think I'm going to make a mess of this the first time, but I'm sure it'll get easier as we go. So apparently you're supposed to pull out the bag to the required amount you need, but you need to leave a 7 centimeter gap. So you have to judge, because that's 7 centimeters there and then 7 centimeters there. I think I've just run out of light. Sorry, hopefully you can still see. So I don't know. It looks like I'm gonna do the rose petals first. So if I did 7 centimeters there, 7 centimeters there, I'm sure you could cut it first and then I suppose it doesn't make a oh. Let's try there. So what do you need to do now? Okay, so you're supposed to close the cover and lock it, and then slide the cutter from one end to the other to cut a piece of bag. Alright, so that's the cutter. Is that right? What? Sorry. And then there's all the blue lights, and then press seal key and it will start to flash, and then the progress indicators will start to light up 2 by 2. Did that do it? Appliance starts sealing when the progress indicator lights are all on. I don't know what it's doing. Shall I do it again? Okay, there we go. Is that it? 2 by 2, and then the appliance starts sealing when the appliance indicator lights on. Well, it says that is sealed. Unlock the cover and open the appliance. Take out the vacuum bag. Okay, and it should be sealed. Woo! Look at that! Oh, Whoa. Okay, so nowhere near as much room required as I thought. Wow. Look at that. Alright. So the next step is to fill your bag. Alright. Let's do that. Okay, so it's filled with the petals. Now you open up your machine and it said put the curled end, so that looks like the curled end in the machine. I don't know how far in you're supposed to go. How far in do you go? Oh man, reading backwards and forwards. Okay, so what I've done is, as that was the rough side, there's a rough and a smooth side. As that's the rough side, I've done the rough side facing up and the smooth side facing down. Now the vacuum chamber, nowhere tells you where the vacuum chamber is, but it's saying the two Sealy strips are here, and this is the vacuum room, which collects debris. So it says it needs to be in this area to make a vacuum chamber. Talk about reading backwards and forwards to find that out. So you can't have any food in that area. And you're going to try and make it straight. Oh. And then, I don't know how you make it straight and close this all at the same time. And then close it. And then touch vac seal. Vac seal. Oh, I missed a stop. I missed a spot. Dry. I meant to go food. Oh no, I had it right. Cancel. Ah. There we go. I had it right. Okay, I had it on dry already. So just vac seal. And apparently it's supposed to do it. Oh, look at that. Did I press the wrong button? Vac seal. Alright, so you probably caught that the vac seal goes, then it switches to seal, then the buttons light up and go away, and then it's sealed. Oh my goodness, talk about too many buttons and flashing things. Okay, so that should be done, and then you press the buttons at the side and pull it out, and oh, look at that! Wow, that is a massive gap. Maybe I can go a little further up here, but it did say make sure you had that. Wow! Wowee! Alright, need to push that down more. I can tidy up the ends. But, wow, you wouldn't know that there was so much in there. Okay, so, let's see what the lemon balm does. Alright, let's try that again with the lemon balm. Something went wrong there. Alright, I'll put it in more. Let's see. Maybe I'll try it the other way around. Alright. So we're on dry, back seal. Something's going wrong. I'll have to get back to you. So for some dicky reason, it's sealed, but it didn't vacuum. So I'm going to have to do this all again. Round 2. Okay, bit out, squeeze it down, cut. I know I'm going to forget to cut when it comes to these things. And then seal. Okay, then let it out. Yes, it has sealed. Alright, so then we put the product in. This is lemon balm. I've dried it already in our dehydrator. Wish there was smell-o-vision. It smells gorgeous. Apparently it's supposed to be really good for sleep and a whole heap of other things. It can be sold as a herb or as a tea, so I will put both of that down. Alright, so I'm going to go back to... So what did I have? I had that on the top. Put it right over. Put it right over. This is the hard bit. It's like you need a third pair of hands. Alright, do that. There we go. Straight. Put it down. I've got it on dry. Vac seal. Again, it doesn't seem like it's sealing. Alrighty, let's try again. Alright, we've got it on dry. Vac seal. That's better. That took 2 seconds. Alright, there we go. Oh, wow. Awesome. Much better. Okay, so it was either one or two things. One, I either had it way too far in and I only need to sit it on here, which is what I just did then. Or I didn't let it cool down enough. So I think between vackies, I need to wait until all the lights are off. But great, lemon balm. Lemon balm, anybody? Great for sleep. Have it in your tea. I think I've got the hang of it now. So need to let it cool down. So I wait until the lights are off, and I have vacuumed our organic coriander seeds. Sorry if the spelling's wrong. And our organic lemon balm and curry mix. The organic curry mix, which is coriander, thyme, and curry plant. And yeah, pretty chuffed. Okay, got to work on the packaging. But for first time, yeah, I'm really chuffed. How cool is it when you have an idea and you grow the stuff and you're like, and it comes to fruition and you can dry it in your dehydrator, get your food sealer, and have your product. So yeah, we'll put this on our stall and see how we go. I'm pretty chuffed. Yeah, it's great. Just doing a walk around the yard, and it looks like the garlic needs to be plucked up. As you can see, the garlic's looking pretty dead there. So it's time to get it up. Also, it's been raining a lot, and we were warned not to leave it in the ground too long because it could go rotten. Look at that! Oh, look! This is our first time ever growing garlic. Graham, this is for you. Well done. Beautiful garlic. Thank you for helping us plant our garlic. So now what we need to do is to dry it. I'll have to check how long we do that for, and then it should be ready. Okay, so we hung it up, ready to dry, just on our fence. Should keep the vampires away. You would have seen just before that we had our garlic hanging on the fence, and then we found out that you can't have them in the sun, they need to be in the shade. So you will see they are behind me. We shifted the garlic here because it's under cover, it's out of the sun, and it's got a cool breeze going through here. Well, often it's a gale force wind, but and they've dried out and cured quite nicely, and now it is the next step to trim them all up and get ready for whatever we're going to do with it. Most likely keep some for ourselves and replant some. We don't have enough here for our roadside stall or markets. Hopefully next year we will. Okay, so we are going to prepare this garlic for storage. I've never done this before, so I did a bit of research, and let's see how we go. By the way, this tub is brilliant. It's got an insert that's a drain, and then there's a drain down the bottom that you can unplug. It's great. You can get it at Kmart or Target. I love it. I use it for everything. I'm going to have to fix the camera. It keeps wanting to... Yeah, it's not working for me. So I'll get back to you. Okay, well, you don't need to see me in the shot. So let's go through this. So what I read up is that you need to cut this down so it's 1 centimetre, the roots, and then you need to cut the stem down so it's about 2 centimetres. So let's do that for them all. rub them and clean them up. What do you think? Does that look like a store-bought one? It's better. It's organic and it's homegrown. And look at it. Isn't it nice? All right, let's do the rest. Okay, this one I think we have to use. It's broken up and you can see all the cloves there. So I don't know how that will store, so we'll use that one up first. And that's our biggest one too. So there we go, there are our cloves, or I should say the bulbs, and as I mentioned before, some of them are already splitting up into cloves. Now, we could trial with the little ones if they stored for planting, but they're so little they might not grow very well. That one might be the best, but it might be better to just simply use them and eat them, and maybe use one of the bigger bulbs here for planting next year. So we planted in April. Some people say Anzac Day, which for Australia is the 25th of April. And then pull out in December. So we did pull out in December. They say December the 21st. Some people say plant the shortest day of the year and pull out the longest day of the year, but it depends on your weather and it depends on how wet it is. It was really wet, so that's why we pulled. So we might use these ones and plant these ones. Now for storage, they say hang up, put on a rack, or put in a bag. Now I've got one of these bags. I use these bags for washing my wool, so my fleece. But this one is not used yet and it's clean, and I thought, well, there we go. We've got a mesh bag, which is what they recommend. So let's put them in that, and we'll put them somewhere nice and cool for storage. So there we go. Garlic in its bag. We'll hang it up somewhere, probably in our coolest room, probably where I've got the tulips, because it's nice and cool and they need a cool place too. So all done. Success. Hi everyone, you need to share my excitement. Come on down here with me. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Look! 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 We have cherries. Okay, we don't have many, but considering how bad the weather's been, all our blossoms got blown off, I am so surprised we have any cherries. There's about 8 cherries on this bush and 1 on another, but we have cherries. I've grown our first cherries. I've always wanted to grow cherries. I am so excited. Oh, the little things in life.
How can I feel the joy of being with you? How can I chase the pain away for good? Well, this is calling me, all is not true. I bring some mistletoe with me. Christmas is waiting for you. It'll never start without you, never start without you. Christmas is all about you. I see everywhere around the fairies of December. You